I will be hosting this AMA. So for those that are not really aware how the AMA works, we start with an introductory part, basically where I will talk about the project, updates, the news, and what's coming in the next weeks. Then we'll get to a AMA part of things. So you can use the AMA questions chat that is right above the weekly AMA channel to answer to ask anything, and I will get to your questions and answer to the best of my knowledge. And then we'll get to a voice chat question, and I know NFT Boss has some voice questions, so I'll make sure to not let you wait too long before asking them. But that's usually how it works. I will be recording this AMA, and I will also make a written recap of the AMA that will be published on our Medium. Lots of news, guys. First of all, hope you're enjoying your Sunday. It's sunny here. It's nice weather in France, which is always good. A busy week, but you know every week is busy in a good way. We got some paperwork done in France. We're a company that is official. Always fun to have a talk about what crypto and the metaverse is with your banker. But he was very understanding, so everything is done on that end. We are glad to offer contracts to members of our team, of the game dev team, that are now officially contracted with us. So it's quite the wild change in lifestyle for us. Um, but it's amazing. It's a great opportunity, and you know it's amazing to be able to offer contracts and actual jobs to members of the team now. Crypto is great for once, but once you get that real life contract and job in, that's a whole other conversation. In any case, that is for the company side of things. Let's talk a bit about development first. Obviously, we have teased the Lofts being released very soon. We had first envisioned it to be released for the end of April. So for every loft to be released, so that means the standard, the premium, and the exclusive, you will have access to your lofts in the next couple of weeks. It was initially planned for the end of April, but we decided kind of last minute, hey, let's increase the size of every loft because in our opinion it was a bit small. Let's be honest. So we decided to add some square meters to every loft tier, uh, and yeah, that takes a bit more time to furnish, to put the furniture in, and all that stuff. But it was a necessary delay. And we'll do kind of like the last time, we'll make a live stream where showcase the different lofts directly in game. Everybody will be, of course, incentivized to play the game to discover the lofts, because after all, that is normally what you bought in for. I mean, everybody buys in for the speculation as well, right? But you will be able to access your lofts, which is what the project is after all. Well, what the project was. So that's very exciting. It will be a first release of the lofts, which means that it will be improved on. This first release will have features such as the editor mode. I've seen the editor mode firsthand from our game developer team, and it's really amazing. I don't know if you guys, ever played The Sims. It's kind of in that idea where you get like the camera zooms out of the loft, and then you can basically remove anything that's inside the loft, and you can place new objects and place them how you want, etc. Kind of looks like the Portal system as well, if you're more aware of the Portal system. But this editor mode is a huge component of the game, obviously, because that's how we presented the loft at first, as this fully customizable space. It's more than that now, but that was the core element of it. So that will be one of the features that is available at launch. The multiplayer aspect will, of course, be available. And yeah, I think having the Lofts release will just be an amazing step for us, because we will have delivered what we had set out to deliver in September, but instead delivering it in May, which it's in my opinion it's insane. We're just happy to be able to deliver on the roadmap so quickly. And that means that once we deliver on the roadmap, we can add more things to the roadmap and work on even better things and even greater things, which is one one of the things we're doing with the shopping center. Today we announced one of the new NFT partners, the Eagles, one of the coolest looking stores in my personal opinion. Also found the perfect song to go with it, so I was kind of happy about that little preview video of the Eagle store. I encourage you to guys to have a look at the sneak peek channel. A great team. Actually, their founder has like 22 lofts, I think. He has 20 standard access cards and 2 premium access cards. So I myself am an Eagle holder as well, but they're a great team, a very cool community as well. So we are very happy to have them on board for the release of the shopping center later this year. We have another NFT project lined up for this week. Hopefully, we should be able to release the visuals. A very cool project as well. Won't really say more about it. We'll tease about it, during the week. Let's say it's a tech project on Solana, of course. Um, we are loyal. We are loyal to Solana, at least for a good while. Um, but yeah, another Solana project will be joining. And yeah, the shopping center is slowly taking up shape, and our release date for the shopping center with up to 50 stores is for August. Um, and that will mean that the transaction system is built in, so meaning that you will be able to purchase NFTs and real life goods from the Agora. That also means that we have up to 50 partners, and I think we'll get to that number fairly easily because the more projects get in, the more other projects want to get in as well. And with some of the projects that we have, that we are in contact with, I think that you know everybody will want their spot at some point. Of course, I'm biased as always, but it's really exciting. The projects with who we talk with, they're really bullish on what we are trying to build, what we're gonna build, and kind of the speed at which we are executing. I think it wouldn't be far-fetched to say that we are the fastest growing, well, no, not necessarily growing, but developing Metaverse project out there on the Solana blockchain at the moment, which is super good. Um, and yeah, it allows us also to develop other parts of the company, notably the sales aspect. You might have seen from the previous announcement, but we have, of course, integrated a first real-life business into the Agora, which is a London-based jeweler that makes custom pieces for the public, but also high-profile customers. This was done through our financial advisor board, which are the people that are listed on the website and in the white paper. And we are developing our sales team at the moment and really preparing our campaign of reaching out to brands, mainly in the retail fashion world, but as well as the kind of jewelry area and the home appliances, IT appliances, those kind of businesses we are starting to approach, and we're really starting next week. So having this first business is great for us because it sets a precedent for the others. We'll be able to say, look, we already have some real life businesses on board, and more are interested as well because there are others that are reaching out to us as well. And yeah, still a bit that makes me think about something. I should be more careful when I'm teasing those things because when I was teasing the jewelry store, everybody was like, "Oh yeah, it's IKEA, it's Samsung, it's top 500 company in the world." Let's be a bit more realistic here, guys. Those companies eventually will be interested, but you have to you have to have some sense of scales and some sense of scale, and we on board every business that makes sense in the Agora, whether regardless of the size. It's a case by case scenario, so we take the time with those things. But you can't expect IKEA to be at every release, even though they are in our radar, obviously. Um, okay, I've talked about a lot of stuff. Let's talk about kind of the ICO side of things, the token. We really get into token mode in the month of May. I think it's still important Right now that our focus is on game development, so release of the lofts, because after all that is our product. Once the lofts are released, we'll be going into more ICO token mode, and you'll see some new features for your access cards being released. Notably, the ability to stack your access card for the dollar Agora token before the ICO. That will come in the first weeks of May. That will also coincide with our marketing campaign, digital marketing campaign. The official launch date will be the 2nd of May of that ICO marketing campaign, and this will mean that we will have advertisement up on different social media platforms, whether it be Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, also on Brave browser, also on Coinzilla. Um, we will also have media articles written about us. The digital marketing agency we are working with is doing a great job at that, reaching out to different medias that will talk about our product, because in this world you can buy articles. That is a thing. But yeah, that will be part of it. Also, influencer outreach. We have a list of influencers on YouTube that we will be working with to promote the project and the ICO, and that will all start in May. But for now, we are still communicating about the lofts. That is our priority, and yeah. But yeah, the next couple of weeks are going to be pretty intense. That's for sure. Um, I think that's about it for my talking, thinking. I hope you guys have been able to see the latest Lofts recap episode. I talk about what I've just said a bit more. Um, yeah, I think that's about it for the things I wanted to say. For the introductory part, at least. Thank you, of course, to everybody that's joining in the server, that's still here, that is still interacting in the Discord. It has become such a good and chill place, the Discord. It's great to be able to talk to everybody now. It's a way more mature atmosphere than it was a couple of weeks ago. I think the NFT Solana madness hype is fine for a certain time. But then when you try to get a bit more serious with things, it's good to be able to have those more civilized and productive talks with all of you guys. So yeah, just really happy about where the community is at the moment. Working, of course, on onboarding new members in the community, um, which is going to be super interesting. I guess I can talk also about the plans going after May. You guys, if you've been in Discord for the last couple of days, have seen us talking about a future PFP collection. That's what we want to make, because it's way easier to create community interaction and this whole kind of hype on Twitter, for example. If you have your avatar, if you have a cool looking avatar, that's where I can see multiple of them right in this Discord call. You guys are all representing a project, and actually we have two access card PFPs as well, so that's great. But an access card is not very nice to put as your profile picture. I'll be the first to say it. So that's why we're working on this PFP model. Beaver is working on this, so one of our co-founders. He's working on finding the best artist, and he's working on the concept as well. And we want to have a really qualitative looking avatar that you will be able to use on your social media and to represent us, making GIFs and all that stuff. I think it's super important for the project. We haven't decided yet if it will be a mint, if it will be an airdrop, because we do not want to put out a mint if we don't feel comfortable with it. We don't want to appear like we're just doing a mint to get more funds. So we're not sure yet about the best way to go. There are advantages and inconveniences to both. So if we do a mint, we might be accused of wanting more money from the community, but at the same time maybe floor price will be a bit more reasonable. If we do an airdrop, we might be in a situation where people will just try to flip it if we don't bring utility to it. So it's still it's still a work in progress, and I'd love to you guys to have your opinion on that. Whether that be a low priced mint for holders or an airdrop, or it's still something that's up for debate with the team. But yeah, that's for the coming months. That is post ICO at least. But something we are working on. And I think that's about it for my renting. I can also say that some alpha for you guys. I haven't said this anywhere else, I think. I have an AMA scheduled with the DGods DAO with their Discord, which is super exciting. He isn't here today, but Harvey Stonks, one of our holders, has been very vocal about our project in the DGods channel. We have some serious investors from DGods that are buying into the project, which is awesome, and I'll be able to talk about the projects directly with the interest DGods holders. I've been on kind of these different AMAs the last couple of weeks. I've been, last couple of days really. I've been on the Solar Army course, kind of lesson thing that they have there, showcasing the Agora with their holders. We've had another AMA that wasn't as good yesterday, I think. But yeah, we are reaching out to these other communities that are interested in the project, and we are still doing that networking thing that maybe we didn't do enough before Mint, but we're getting there, and I think the project is headed in a very good direction. I'm optimistic, at least. But yeah, enough rambling from my part. Let's get to some questions. I'll open the channel now. Agora is going to be so fire when it is fully built. Absolutely insane that I'm going to be walking to so many different meta shops. Yeah, I think so as well. I think just the visual aspect of it, right? You have the functionality aspect, of course. Buying NFTs inside of the stores will be amazing. Using our token, using Sol, using whatever currency we choose. That is in itself, groundbreaking, but because it doesn't exist yet in the ecosystem. But just the visual aspect of it, like you look at the Agora, it looks like now, and then you'll have the shopping center with all those different NFTs, themes, and aesthetic. Eagles, I think, look super cool. They have this kind of rock and roll pixel degen vibe to it, and it's very vibrant, very colorful. Then you have Anybody's, which is a fashion line, and that's also very special. Solar Army is also that pixel vibe, but obviously different in its nature. So you have all those different aesthetics and themes joining in. The jewelry store being one of them as well. It's going to be a very cool space to walk around, I think. I see some IKEA gifts, and I don't see many questions actually. Please feel free, guys, if you have any questions. Otherwise, I'll be jobless here in a second. But otherwise, I guess we can give you the NFT boss has been raising his hand for a while now. I'll give you the stage, NFT boss. There you go.
Wow, amazing! Thank you.
Hello there.
How are you?
Can you hear me?
Did you hear me?
We can't hear you, I think. I see your microphone switching on, but I can't hear you.
Right now?
Maybe a mic problem.
Yeah, did you hear me right now?
Audio sources in Discord might be the case, but can't hear you at the moment. Oh, you hear him? Oh, you guys hear him? Oh. Sorry about that. Okay, that's weird. I'll do it again. That's odd. Test.
Hi.
I think I might have a problem with my... Oh, there we go.
Yeah, did you hear me?
Yeah, okay, sorry man, it was my fault.
Amazing. And look at the Discord, see that my micro is working, but you tell me that it's not.
Nope, it was my bad. I had my sound cut off on Discord. My bad. How are you, guy? How are you, man?
Oh, I'm fine. I'm looking for the loft signs from the start of this project. This is amazing. It's very interested to see the way what you pass right now.
Yeah.
Because I know it's the big part of work to make the Agora what I see right now, because the first launch is okay, not ugly, but have a lot of bugs. But Agora is working really good.
Yeah.
So this is big part of work.
Absolutely.
I'm really appreciate you for this, the big way what you did.
Thank you. It's different because the first demo, as you said, had bugs and everything, and it was only our own developer working alone on it. And the Agora is now a team of 6 persons working full time round the clock, and you can really see the difference, you know.
Oh
Um,
my god.
but yeah, of course, yeah, it's awesome to be at this point now.
Like more programmer equal to like
Yeah, obviously.
much more quality.
Exactly, you know, it's we were already happy with the work that was done on the initial demo because he was alone and it was very limited time. And now that we have the time, we have the funds, and we have just a better, a bigger team. The things we can do, it's they're actually getting to a point where we have to give them stuff to do because they're getting to their deadlines, very quickly, and we're like, oh, okay, okay, can you start doing this then, or doing this? And that's a great way to work. So
Yeah, just testing your things.
absolutely, and that makes me think. Now we're doing also a beta testing program, guys. If you're interested, we can give you the beta tester role. So that means that you will be able to access the testing phases for the lofts before everybody. I know some people here already have the beta tester role, but we're doing that to ensure that the release goes even smoother than last time.
Yeah, the one must think that I know. I think the people's didn't understand that Loft is on way to the moon, like because we can see that pre-launch, and as we know, the portals have the same. Like
Mm.
it's not like cost much more before the launch, but once launch is going on, the prices increase like extremely.
Yeah.
And I think that all of us need to like buy one more access card.
I've been buying some access cards as well, but yeah, of course, everybody does what they want. The only thing I want, when people buying the project, is that they make sure that the project is for them. Is that everybody that buys in the project has an idea of what we're building, why it's valuable, and how much time it takes, because it's not the typical PFP project. It's very different in how it works on the market. Takes a bit more time to get where we want, but takes a bit it takes a lot of work as well, but I think as long as we keep consistent with our approach and our
Yeah,
communication on
yeah,
the
you're
project,
right.
it's important.
Because sometime people's buying NFT like just for
Mm,
like including into the wallet
yeah,
without any valuable.
yeah.
Yeah, I know what about it.
I mean, that's the whole market, and it's fine. That's why NFTs are awesome as well, because of the speculative nature of it. It gets value, it loses value. That's bad, but if it gets value, that's amazing. It's that whole kind of game aspect that's important to capture, and we love being a part of it. And what's important to us is providing value to our holders, whether that be through our content or through just the price value of the NFT. um, because you can't just build a game to build a game. If you're building an NFT game, I've been saying this in a couple of AMAs, NFT games are special because they use NFTs. They use private property in a digital environment. That's what makes an NFT game special. You're not going to play an NFT game simply because it's an FPS. There are better FPS. You can play Counter-Strike, you can play Call of Duty. That's going to be better than any NFT FPS. Sorry about any any NFT FPS's projects out there. But that thing, what makes NFT games special and what makes the Metaverse special is the blockchain. And you have to take a part of this blockchain and the speculative nature of it. And that's what we're trying to do and
Yeah,
focusing on.
I'm really tired to repeat it, but I think that NFT is like a new way to motivate peoples
Mm,
because as we know, like the Stepan project, it's like make us new motivate for the
yeah,
sport,
yeah,
and we know that's really innovate, and
exactly.
this is real future that we will do something and will receive something.
I agree. Step-in is a good example of, adding real world value to your NFT product. And that is how I think NFT gains values, right? You do something in real life with them. And Step-in is a perfect example of that. And that's what we also want to do with the Agora, being able to, purchase real life goods inside of the Agora and also get discounts if you're an access card holder. That's an important thing we are working on. for example, for the jeweler that we are working with, Amaury has been, on the negotiation aspect. And what we want to do is, if you're an access card holder, well, you get a discount on any of their products, because obviously we are bringing them a new audience, new potential buyers, but we have to get something in return for our holders. So, getting that real life value is what make NFTs valuable, in my opinion, in the long run.
Yeah, and also you never know what will happen because, like, we can like woke up in the year and like we'll see that, for example, Loft have like real property for
Yeah,
the holders.
maybe.
So we never know what will happen. This is like
Never know, and that's
the big
what's
thing.
yeah, that's what's good. We everything has can be invented in the NFT space since we are so early. Everything is yet to be done. Everything has yet to be made and made seriously and professionally. And our goal is to be, professional and serious from the get-go, and then, once the NFT wave is really mainstream, we can say we're established and that we've done something right. I just want to answer the questions from Parabolic Brock. Will some of the NFTs sold in the meta shops come with an IRL version when purchased? So that really depends on the NFT shop you buy from. That would be, for the partner project to choose. Like, let's take Eagles for example. The goal is to be able to buy an Eagles NFT in the Eagles store. Um that means that you will be able to make the purchase directly from our game, making it a cool experience, a gamified experience, making use case for our token. But then, if Eagles want to do something more and say, if you buy in the Agora, you also get a physical copy of an Eagles, then that's super cool. That's actually a very nice idea in terms of added value, maybe for NFT projects that get in the Agora. But by default, Brock, no, you buy an NFT to get the NFT, and then it's up to the partner project to add something if they want, for those purchases. But
Uh,
yeah,
can I
go
can I
ahead.
ask you like one more question?
Of course.
I remember yet you have like discussion with Airbnb
Hmm.
like about the collaboration.
Hmm.
How it is going?
So with Airbnb, we never really had direct talk with them. What we wanted to do is establish this line of communication, which we are beginning to do with the sales department that we are setting up. Airbnb was mainly to showcase the idea that we want to, offer real life advantages that make sense with the product, so with the lofts. It's still something that's ongoing, but there was never like a real direct line of communication with Airbnb. It was something that we want to do, that we are still yet to do, but there was never real talks with them directly. It was just an example to showcase how it would work.
Yeah, this is very difficult to like
Mm.
receive the contact.
Well, it's a job in itself. Like we can, when you're in the NFT space, when you're on crypto Twitter, you think NFTs are the biggest thing in the world. But when you look at it from the outside, it's not that big. There's a lot of money going around, but the community itself is not that large in terms of numbers. So for huge companies like that, they don't necessarily look at it. So you have to make those companies notice you and explain to those companies that what you're doing is valuable, and it's a job in itself. We are in talks with other real life companies, notably a big North American retailer. But dealing with those companies take weeks because you get to that guy, but that guy is not the guy that you wanted. So he has to talk to his boss, who he has to talk to his manager, and that again, and before you know it, it's the weekend, and then it goes to the other week. And we're in the crypto NFT space. Everything is 24/7, but those have office hours, and then you have all the legal contracts and whatever, and that takes a lot of time to set up. So we take the time with IRL dealings because it's necessary. And um, when you're dealing with IRL, you're dealing with contracts and real life proceedings, and it's not as simple as just a Discord talk with an NFT project, for example. But yeah, it's a
Yeah,
work in progress for sure.
excellent. This is like very big point for the future
Yeah, I
because
mean,
this is about the valuable.
Mm. That's what makes it valuable, I think. Also, and it takes time, but again, we're not going anywhere. That's why we also encourage, our holders to make sure that the project is for them, because it might, take it will take a while. Um, Even though we go fast on development, the other things, everything takes a while. So, but we're not going anywhere. It's our company now, so we're here every day.
Yeah, exactly. And one more question is about the whitelist giveaways. I
Yeah.
see that that Loft like give uh like a chance to win the whitelist.
Hmm.
Uh, how you like how you choose the project for this?
Yeah. So maybe I can. I don't know if you're here, Cryptid. So it's the community management team that deals with it. I'm not really on that end, but I don't know. Cryptid is in the AMA. I don't know if he's here. Maybe if you want to talk about that, Cryptid. But
Yeah,
oh, there he
is
goes.
here.
So yeah, Cryptid. Maybe if you want to have a word on the whitelist giveaway selection.
Yeah, definitely. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah. Perfect.
Yeah.
All right, sweet. Yeah, so essentially, either they'll reach out to us, or we reach out to them, and sometimes it can take a while depending on the size of the project. But we look around the Discord, usually talk with either some of the founders or their community managers, and then if we feel like the project has some potential, or sometimes if the art's just really nice and they have a good community, myself, Compact, and the other community managers will talk about it and then run the giveaway for it. It's pretty. That's really about it.
Wow, amazing. Can I contact with you, Cryptid, like after EMA to discuss the one project what I have? Because
Yeah, yeah, of course.
I can add somebody
Yeah, of
because
course.
you did it.
But if you want, yeah, and it's for everybody in the AMA. If you guys have whitelist opportunities, feel free to open a ticket or reach out to the community management team. They will look at it and they will, give whitelists to whatever projects they feel aligns with our values, kind of. But yeah, so that was kind of it. I don't know if you had any other questions, maybe NFT boss.
One more
Of
only.
course. No, there you go. We're here for that, so feel
Okay,
free.
so about the rent,
Hmm.
rent of apartment inside of the loft.
Yeah.
I know this is very difficult to integrate to like make it because um, this is like a lot of smart contracts what will take from the blockchain and will integrate in the Agora right now.
Hmm.
Uh, but have you like uh, the think about this, how to do it, and will it be
Yeah.
in the future?
So the main thing for renting, it's a very popular thing for every metaverse, and we will do it. The thing that is important with renting to understand is who will be the person that rents a loft, who will be the person that rents a portals, who will use that money and take the time to do those things. So the only real scenario where we see that happen is, for example, a company that wants to rent an office space inside of the metaverse. They will be able to rent one of your lofts, for example, and use that as an office space. Maybe a DAO as well. Maybe the DAO for, I don't know, the DGods. Let's say the DGods DAO want an office space for their meetings. They can rent an exclusive loft that somebody had put for rent. So first of all, it's really thinking: is this something that will be used? Is this a functionality that will be used? I think so, but I think it's not going to be used as much as we think. But renting, it's not that difficult in terms of development. It is basically a staking process. If we can compare it, the card goes to a wallet temporarily, and then it comes back from the wallet. So the system in itself, it exists. Then it has to be adapted to a renting format, of course, but it's not that difficult in terms of development. And it will be something that will be integrated. But as I said, we have to really think who the hell is going to want to rent a loft, for example.
Yeah.
And those scenarios, for me, are companies, DAOs, and people that want to do meetings or also sell their NFTs, because you will be able to sell your NFTs inside of your lofts. So those are the kind of scenarios I see.
Yeah. Okay. This is good answer. And the one more question. Sorry.
No, go ahead.
I see that the loft have like the artist
Mhm.
part. Like I don't know how to name it, but it's in the Magic Eden. It's named like abstract art pieces.
Yep.
Uh, how do you how did you find this like art pieces?
Yep.
Did you generate it yourself, or you're finding some artists to do this?
Mhm.
And
So yeah, that's a great
yeah,
question.
and the one more part of the question: will you like create like the service where the people can like uh, upload some art to like sell it inside of the loft?
Those are two great questions. So the first part of it, the abstract art pieces, they were made by our creative director, which is TLBC Beaver. So he's one of the co-founders. He's a photograph as well in real life, and some of the pictures are some of his. He did the kind of generation on the artwork. So that is, our own material. He's a creative director, which means that for the future airdrop collections as well as the PFP, he will be the one working with the artists because he knows better than anyone the aesthetic of the lofts and the aesthetic of the Agora. But that's for the first part of the question. For the second part, yes, the abstract art pieces will be sellable inside of the lofts. They are the first NFTs to be able to displayed in the loft as well, to be able to be sold because it's our collection. It's easy to do what we want with it. And yeah, that will be one of the incentives for the abstract art. And obviously down the line as well, you'll be able to use the abstract art for staking instead of the access card for the raffles. But yeah, hope that answered it.
Yeah, thank you for the answers from my questions.
You're
Uh,
welcome.
the one more like good, Emma. Have a good rest
Thank
of the
you.
day. And I don't know, did you like celebrate? But today is Easter
Oh,
in
it's today.
Ukraine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I think it was last
So
week for us, but I'm not
yeah, but
sure.
in Ukraine we have like a two Easter.
Ah, okay. But is that because you're Orthodox in Ukraine or?
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly.
Oh, that's cool.
But
Well, happy
Ukrainian
Easter.
government like take we don't want to like to tell something bad, then we will have two Easter.
That's great. Well, enjoy your Easter at least. I'll be enjoying my Sunday as well.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank
Have a
you.
good rest of the day.
Thank
Bye.
you very much for taking the time. I see some more questions. For real life shops like DB Bespoke Diamonds, will the shop display real life pictures to show the real product? Yes, we are working on a user interface that will actually mirror the website or showcase the products um, that are being sold. Because we will have the incentive, of course, is to have 3D models of what is sold, because that is what makes it unique. Otherwise, you can just go to a Web2 page, but you also need to have the kind of real life version of it to really have an idea. But you will have both the 3D models and also real life pictures for the appliances. With the elevator system and scanning your access card to get to your loft, how do people you invite to your loft gain access? So this will be of course shown in the release of the lofts at the beginning of May. So how it will work to get to your loft? You will have the big main lifts inside of the Agora that will bring you up to your loft. So you will have kind of like a panel with all the access cards that you have and all the different lofts that you can go up to. And once you're inside of your loft, people that want to get access to your apartments, they'll be able to go in the same lift and type in the loft number. That is a system we are currently working on. So basically, the NFT number for your loft will actually be their numbers inside of the game as well, and that will be how you will be able to invite or join a loft. Um, we're working on different systems, and we'll be choosing the one that works the best, that's the most efficient for the release. But yeah, hope that kind of answered it. And yeah, it will be also a thing like the lofts will be, um, you'll be going in the lift, and then you will have a loading time, and then you will be inside of your lofts. It will be kind of like in two phases. But okay, guys, food prep and AMA, that's looking good. Oh man, I'd kill for some watermelon actually, and that's some pineapple as well. Oh man, I need to eat some fruit. But thank you guys. Thank you for everyone for participating. It's been 40 minutes, I think, for the AMA. Let's wish Jay Ruggy a good fruity meal. Um, this AMA will be uploaded on our YouTube channel. I will make a written recap of it as well, for everybody that joined in late or that couldn't attend. And yeah, I will see you next week for the next AMA, and of course for more announcement during the week. This week itself, we will, so as I said, announce a new partner, NFT partner. We will also have some development footage, I think, of the other lofts, whether that be standard or premium. So we have basically one team member working on each. So we have Melvin on the exclusive, we have Mohammed on the standard, and we have Dylan on the premium. Um, but yeah, the guys are busy, and see you next time. Have a nice Sunday. Take care. Have some rest. And good mints as well. I heard there were a lot of mints today. Cool mints. I think Snowfall talked about it. So, anyways, have a good one, guys. See you.